Good afternoon. It is February the 16th. President's Day is on Monday. The markets will not be open. We come back on Tuesday with no news but a 2-year auction. We'll be busy next week, and we'll get down to the business of reviewing and trying to take a look at Globex on Monday night and Tuesday morning. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations, unlike an actual performance record. Simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account winner is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. So, at least an hour ago, I said probably didn't expect the market to make new highs. I thought the high was in early on this morning on that rally up. I said I thought the low was in. So we made those two calls turned out to be correct. Sonny came in and said 2750. If we got through 2750, I said 56 to 62 was the next resistance, and you see we have a high right there at 55. So Sonny had a good call for us today. Appreciate that, Sonny. We kind of have a sideways market right here, motoring into the weekend. The 50-lot trader is long to the tune of 12,500. We could get a rally up pre-holiday. Won't include that, but right now it looks like we're going to close in the 2740 area. V bottoms when the markets are volatile work. Retest failures. Retest failures are the trade of choice. Market comes up, we pause right here. Retest failure buy. Could get short here off of this for scratch, make a little bit. 20 EMA right there. Retest failure S, scratch. So pretty good trading all the way up. Positive, positive, positive. If you were doing V bottoms, positive. Head and shoulders S, positive. So pretty good trading, all things done. Pretty not too difficult to make your business plan. The Mueller announcement, they have to come up with something for this money that they're spending, but I mean, that was kind of had nothing to do with the Trump campaign. Nobody knew about it. I mean, everything that comes out, there's still, as hard as they're digging and looking, they haven't found out anything where there was collusion. In fact, with the Russians over the Trump campaign. So they're going to keep looking, though, and it might come up one day. Looking at the F1 screen. Higher low, higher high. Find a place to buy it. On the F2 screen, it's going to probably lean D right here. Glad my memory served me correctly. We could still finish higher today, just spike it before the 3-day weekend. But I'm guessing that we're probably going to close here in this 2740 area like I did an hour ago. So coming in on Tuesday, top of value is 45, so 44, 46, sell 1, and then 49.54, sell 2. On the buy side, we're at 38, so 29.31. Pick up this area right here, buy 1. Then 23.25, buy 2. Again, the stories, I heard one on the news that 1 month ago, this fellow that Cruz, I forget what his first name is, maybe Nicholas Cruz was, somebody called in and warned the FBI that this guy was going to kill somebody, and they missed it. And what's amazing to me is how people are so willing to turn their livelihoods, their pensions, their health, their protection over to the federal government, which is damn near always at least a day behind when they come in. It's always, I'm always just totally amazed at how they know everything there is to know about an individual after the crime has been committed. Higher low, higher high. F1 says find a place to buy it. Rest assured, Nancy, you would get sued in what you're doing for what the big guys get away with all the time. We all would be. You couldn't run a private business. Pension plans, medical plans, business plans, information to the public like the government does. You can't pollute like the government. Okay, it's a P, so both of them suggest we might be moving higher. It is an auction week next week, so probably we'll see the market hold up pretty well. So right now we'll make buy one 13 to 17, make sell one 23 to 27, sell two 31 to 03. That's probably a stretch. And then trying to pick up this low right here, buy 7 to 11, pick up stops before below 8, and obviously this will be revised before we get to Tuesday's actual trading. Looking at the 30-year, trying to, come on mouse. The support down here is basically against the buck. We're at 9, so number 1 will be the buck to 04, trying to buy 25s to 29s, buy 1. 2-year auction. 17 to 21 will be buy 2. On the sell side, 15 to, we're at 9, so 12 to 16, number 1. 19 to 23, sell 1. 27 to 31, sell 2. Looking at gold. Outside day, find a place to trade it. We got slammed on the close after it closed, so that's fairly typical in gold, and it's the only one that really shows that. So here's the hammer. Those stops below 50 is where they at, and we had the breakout down here from 39. So we'll make 45, 47 by 1. Being against that 39, 40, 42 by 2. On the sell side, 53, 55, sell 1. 58 to 60, sell 2. Chart resistance at 1365 held the first time up. Now, again, remember what happens just quickly. We had that high of 1365 previously. So what does the trading community do? They reverse when they hit it. first time into it. So, and you can see that pretty much all day long. They get up there, they hit it in Q, and the market starts to sell. We're dealing with a B right here. Get a move out of the middle of B right there. So again, you want this theory consistent with all markets, all time frames. Then it's worth learning. Crude oil spiked on the close. And I went back and I looked at sink or swim, and it was hard. That 54 high was on think or swim. So I may have had a price, a data feed. I may have had an internet go down on me. My wife, who watches TV, says it goes out quite a bit now, so I'm not aware of that because I don't get the box warning me that I've lost quotation. So I don't have an explanation for it. Okay, crude, higher low, higher high. Find a place to buy it. And F2. It's our E split, but even without an E split, it's a P. So trying to trade up. So 75 to the buck, sell 1. 62 and a quarter, 62.50, sell 2. On the buy side, 61 even, 61 and a quarter, buy 1. And then 60.50, 60.75, buy 2. A little bit higher on the sell side on the close than we were on the opening. And the euro, kind of been all over. Very, very strong through the first part of the week. Yesterday and this morning, we had some pretty strong selling in London. They managed to get stops above that high. So F1, it's an outside day, says trade it. F2 is going to say find a place to sell it. So where's the break volume-wise? Way below us. Maybe 23.50. So 124 even. So buying 124 even, 124.10. Let it go a little bit lower in London. And then 23.75 for buy 2. On the sell side, the spill was from 24.50, sell 1 at 50, sell 2 at 75. We're reading the third book of the trilogy of the Red Sparrow, and it's amazing. The Russian meddling in a little bit of everything all over the world. I still go back and I just, all of the troubles and all of the problems and all the bad and evil that's been done in the world for the last 100 years, a lot of it had its start in Moscow with their philosophy, with their training, with their funding. And they're still causing trouble today. So anyway, the latest in that is the indictment of 16 Russians supposedly screwing with our elections. That's it. I will see you bright and early Tuesday morning. You all have a great weekend. May the weather and your activities all contribute to and exceed your expectations, and we'll get going next Tuesday morning bright and early. I'm out of here.